Okay, so let's keep going. We've got some kicks now. Let's add some snare in there as well.
Cool.
Are we running? Here we go. Right, so I'm going to start diving into some EQ. So
Yeah,
we need
you
to
go
kick
for
it in. That's fine. I need to put it in. That'd help. Let's put some bottom end in that. There it is. Let's just bring a little bit of that one out. Okay, and let's bring some bottom end in. Yuck. I know why I put a bottom snare mic in. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Right, let's kick some of that EQ in as well. Come on. That's better. And there's some hat. Let's get rid of all that because I don't want to kick the snare.
You got it. Yeah. As you notice there, you've got ins and outs for barometrics and for the high and low frequency separately, and also individually switchable into the short and long fader.
So I could have the high and lows going to the short and the parametric going to the
longs,
the return.
or indeed vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, let's keep going. Toms, we'll just bring up until we get to them.
A bit of a spread.
Yes, please. Yeah, let's go for that yay and yay.
Tens and twos.
Yeah, something like that. Overheads, we'll bring them in. Now, as someone who's not used to mixing on a console, I've got to start watching those because I'm already well into the.
Yeah. I mean, the thing when you started mixing with the drums, obviously.
It's cumulative.
So,
Isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Everything's adding and stacking, so you can back everything off.
Yeah. And we'll put some compression. Actually, let's plumb that one in while we're here. Can we put the other channel of the composer across? What channel's that?
9.
9.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, great. So here we're looking at the send for channel 9, which will patch into the other half of our compressor.
Which is down there.
And the return, which we will obviously plug into the other output.
Excellent. Now,
Simple as.
Sweet. Now, with this particular channel, I'm going to solo it because this is called thrashing it. There it is.
Yeah, one thing to remember, you have got switches for the insert points on both paths as well.
So we've got a switch up here.
Yeah,
which is
because they're balanced, they have to be switchable. It's not like some cheaper consoles where you've got a split TRS that instantly the moment you split in goes out. You've actually got to switch this off and on.
So now we've got. So bypass is our effectively
Top insert.
This one.
Yeah.
So without. There it is.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's better. Just bite in the kick a bit more. So we've got the start of a drum sound. At this stage, probably what I'm going to want to do is bring in some reverb, bring in some space, some atmosphere.
Yep.
And we've got our 12 auxiliaries, and we've patched in the, what's it?
SPX990, I believe.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Just a basic room plate thing, I think it is.
Yep.
Plate, that'll do.
Nice, usable for reverb.
Yeah, for drums, certainly. It's across the patch bay, we've already plumbed it in. So let's dive in.
Yeah.
I'm going to be controversial here. I want to put my whole kit in a space, not have a bone dry bass drum, kick drum. So I'm going to actually put the kick, tiny bit of reverb on it as well.
Cool, no, I agree.
Now that could be a bit too much. It's got a nice pop now. It's got the. Then we'll have some. Bit in the overheads. A bit too much. That's it. That's better. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Let's wait till the kick track kicks back in. And I guess from here on in, it's a case of let's kick in some. Let's get a bass sound we like. Anytime he wants to play, be good. Yeah, that sounds like bass to me. Where's the piano? Come on. That's because the piano's on those. Not really going to miss too much with that, to be honest. Just put a bit of weight in it. Why am I not sending anything to the... That's something I'm going to have to remember.
Well, of course, you could just, if you want to hear it, you could solo the effect return as well.
Of course, yes.
You can hear, obviously, the other channels.
Yes, of course, yeah. Fairly quickly, we've brought together quite a decent sounding mix. I mean, I think with a few extra goodies, I might be tempted to put some compression on the bass.
Yep, very much so.
But I'd probably, in a kind of hybrid working environment, be very tempted to probably put that on as a plugin in Pro Tools, not having a million tons of outboard.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to say just because we're effectively mixing out of the box that we can't be using plugins in the box.
No, of course not. Absolutely. Yeah, you just play them on a channel by channel basis.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to be really clever, you could set up a load of Pro Tools plugins in there and route them directly ins to outs.
Yeah.
And then use your aux sends to send to the reverb plugins if you've got enough I/O on your converters.
That's a tempting idea. You can see where this is going, though, can't you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to play out every kind of working scenario that I go through on a daily or weekly basis.
I think the great thing about this desk is, I think I've mentioned to you there again off camera, is it doesn't force you into a way of working. There's enough flexibility and routing there that if you've got ideas and ways you want to work, it will accommodate them. It doesn't say you've got to do things this way. As I said, there's all kinds of other things we could do. We could take all that drum mix and route it into an extra pair of groups and then strap a mix compressor across it. There's a thousand ways of routing things in and out of the desk, quite literally, because they're all there on the patch bay.
So effectively, we could create a drum submix. I mean, we've already done a kick mix. We could do a drum submix and slap a master bus compressor or whatever across that. Or it could be, because these have got insert points on them, and if we had the I/O in Pro Tools, we could then output that to a channel, a dedicated bus channel within Pro Tools, and use whichever favoured plugin of the hour. Yeah,
exactly. We could actually pretty much do it if we wanted to as an insert point. There'd be no point in doing that, because if it was on an insert, you would want to do it on the channel. But yeah, we could take the auxes, route them out of the aux masters, take the aux masters out the patch bay, patch into inputs on Pro Tools, take that as a separate stereo feed, because we've got some channels here we're not using. So if we had a really nice reverb plugin we wanted to use, we could actually put it on a couple of faders. That way it's going to come back in, go through the entire mix, but we could EQ it on the way back in if we wanted to.
So, I like that. But what I also like, and you might have to explain this to me, that's the whole point of being here. So, in this case, we've got a 24 format, 24 channel console.
Yep.
But we haven't, have we? We've got 24 sends to tape, simultaneous sends to tape.
Yep.
And we've got 24 simultaneous returns to tape, from tape, at the same time as we're sending the 24. But we can also use these 24 channels in mixdown.
Yep.